This is bowl season of the 2015 season. Coach Bob Pecknold and the Deacons are 12-1 overall, 8-1 in ACC play. We are coming off of the dominant victory in the ACC Championship Game against our rivals, the Duke Blue Devils. It was an incredible matchup for the ACC Championship this season, especially if you like underdog stories. Two incredible underdog stories. Neither one of us expected to make it to the ACC Championship Game this season. We were predicted to finish 4th in the Atlantic Division, while Duke was predicted to finish last in the Coastal Division. Duke, under their new first-year head coach, putting together an amazing season, winning the Coastal Division, making it to the ACC Championship Game. Duke will be going bowling for the first time since the 1994 season. What an incredible year for Duke. They were hoping to cap it off with an ACC Championship and a trip to the Orange Bowl. For us, also an amazing underdog story, predicted to finish 4th in the Atlantic Division this year. We entered Conference Championship Week in the National Championship hunt. We entered this game ranked number 3 in the nation and believing that we should be ranked higher. The number 2 ranked team in the nation entering Conference Championship Week, the Penn State Nittany Lions, the team that we defeated earlier in the season in the head-to-head matchup. That was just an amazing game, an unbelievable fourth quarter comeback. We were able to take down Penn State in Happy Valley. But yeah, behind them in the rankings entering Conference Championship Week. So not only were we looking to win the ACC Championship, which is an incredible accomplishment for Wake Forest football, would be just the 4th conference championship in program history, but we were hoping to make a statement in this game, maybe get some style points, hoping to win impressively enough to get ourselves into the national championship. Just an incredible opportunity for us here. Wake Forest football has never been in this sort of situation before. Entering this season, Wake Forest football has never played a game ranked better than 10 in the coaches poll, never been in the national championship conversation, but an incredible opportunity we have earned this year, and we took full advantage of it. Took full advantage of this opportunity in the conference championship. It was predicted to be a very close game amongst the experts. The matchup earlier this season, we were defeated by Duke on the road, a game that we never had the lead in, but we just put together the most complete performance, the most dominant performance of Coach Bob Pecknold's coaching career. What a game we put together here in the ACC Championship. Our opening drive stalled out. We were not able to get any points with it. Duke took over, and right away our defense stepping up, making a huge play, forcing a fumble, getting a turnover, taking the ball right back in great field position. We were able to capitalize on that, get on the board first in this one, 13-yard pass from Garrison to Fuller. We were showing our aggressiveness right away, going for 2 and picking it up, an 8-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Early in the second quarter, we doubled our lead, 28-yard touchdown pass from Garrison to Ross. Another successful 2-point conversion made it 16-0. Duke was able to get on the board in the second quarter, 40-yard field goal from Tidwell, made it 16-3. But we responded, a big touchdown pass, 54 yards from Garrison to Wood. Another successful 2-point conversion made it 24-3. And shortly after that, defense making another big-time play. Peoples with the interception, returning it 42 yards for a touchdown. We kicked the extra point there to make it a 31-3 lead. In complete control of this game, 31-3 going into halftime. Duke was able to get on the board again in the third quarter. 52-yard field goal from Tidwell, very nice kick. Made it 31-6. But we were just in control the rest of the way. Defense playing great. We've never been a team to run up the score. We kept the ball on the ground here, predominantly in the second half. Goolsby, a 2-yard touchdown run. 59-yard run from Pennington, breaking one for a long touchdown. We knew the situation. Duke knew the situation. This game was well in hand. There was no drama about who would win this game. It was just the drama would be, would we be able to get into the top two in the nation at the end of conference championship week. Kept the ball in the ground in the fourth quarter. Our defense playing great. Goolsby was able to get into the end zone. It got called back for a hold. Just kept the ball on the ground, kept running it. Was able to punch it in on a fourth down. We weren't going to kick a field goal there. Just kept on the ground, and Goolsby able to find the end zone once again, getting a late score to make it 52-6, and that is the final. Just a absolute, complete, dominant performance out of us. Terrific game. Could not have asked for a better result. We absolutely put our best foot forward in this one. Only have one chance at this thing. Wanted to make it as close to a perfect game as we could. Wanted to show that we are better than Duke, that we belong in the ACC, that we belong not just in the ACC Championship, but we belong in the National Championship. We wanted to prove it with an excellent performance here, and was the most dominant performance in the Coach Bob Pecknold era at Wake Forest. A lot of respect between Duke and Wake Forest. An incredible season for Duke under their first-year head coach. Good luck to them in their bowl game. The future is bright for Duke. No hard feelings from Duke to us. They understood the situation. We only did what we had to do. But we completely dominated this game. It's the most points we've scored all season. It's the least amount of points we've allowed all season. It's the biggest margin of victory in Coach Bob Pecknold's coaching career. Just an all-around excellent game. 52-6, the final score. We are ACC champions. We did absolutely everything we could do to be impressive enough to get ourselves into the national championship. But after this game, we was playing the waiting game. Had to sit around. We watched as a team the rest of the conference championship games, and particularly waiting for the Penn State conference championship game against the Big Ten championship game for Penn State. We will get into the conference championship week in a moment. First, a look at the Army-Navy game. Both Army and Navy defeated Air Force earlier this season, so the winner of this game would win the Commander-in-Chief trophy, and it goes to the Army Black Knights. Army, the underdogs in this one for sure, but they got off to an excellent start. 4-yard run from Walker gave them a quick lead in the first quarter. 1-yard pass from Graham to Landry made it 14-0 at the end of one. Navy bounced back and outscored Army 14-0 in the second quarter. 36-yard pass from Cummings to Herman, then an 8-yard run from Bell. It was 14-14 at halftime. Navy took the lead in the third quarter with a 28-yard field goal from Hill. They ended the fourth quarter with the lead, but Army had their way in the fourth. Early on, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Graham to Andrews gave Army the lead. Navy was able to get a field goal 32 yards from Hill. This touchdown here from Army, 2-yard pass from Graham to McKenzie. The extra point made it an 8-point game. Navy was unable to score after that. 28-20. Congratulations, Army, for getting the win here, winning the Commanders-in-Chief trophy. Just a 4-8 season out of the Army Black Knights, but two very big wins for them, ending their season on a very, very high note. For Navy, they're having a great year. Tough loss for them, but still an excellent year for the midshipmen. Moving on to Conference Championship Week. Alright, of course, our very dominant performance in the ACC Championship. Doing absolutely everything we can do to show that we belong in the national championship game, that we want a shot at it, putting together a tremendous performance, 52-6, ACC champions. The Conference USA Championship featured Navy versus UTEP. Navy coming off of that tough loss against Army. Conference USA Championship on the line, and it went to the midshipmen. UTEP got off to a dream start in this one. 83-yard touchdown run from Johnson right away, getting UTEP a 7-0 lead. Navy was able to tie things up. 19-yard run from Bell made it 7-7. UTEP a field goal late in the first quarter. 51 yards from Shelton gave UTEP a 10-7 lead after one. But UTEP would not find the scoreboard after that point. Second quarter, Navy outscoring UTEP 14-0. 5-yard run from Seward and an 8-yard run from Cummins. At halftime, Navy had a 21-10 lead. They continued that in the third quarter, 39-yard field goal from Hill, and then this 8-yard touchdown run from Samuel made it a 31-10 game, and that is the final score. Congratulations to Navy. They are the Conference USA champions. The SEC Championship featured number 1 Alabama as the heavy favorites against a very, very good Georgia team. Georgia was just upset, a surprising loss their final week of the regular season against Georgia Tech. But Georgia still believed that if they were able to get the upset win against Alabama, that would be enough for them to get into the national championship game. Alabama, of course, has been dominating college football in recent years. They were the big favorites. They were looking to win another SEC championship and be number 1 team going to the national championship. Georgia looking for the upset, not able to get it done. Alabama taking control of this one early. A 7-yard touchdown pass, Kirkpatrick to Williamson, giving Alabama a 7-0 lead. They extended their lead here in the second quarter. A 4-yard run from Harris made it 14-0. Georgia able to get on the board. Their only time, a 73-yard touchdown run. Rogers breaking a long one. Made it 14-7 Alabama. It was that score at halftime. Alabama came up strong in the third quarter. Another touchdown run for Harris, punching in from 2 yards out. Alabama had a 14-point lead entering the fourth quarter. And this 45-yard field goal from Moss really put the game out of reach. Made it 24-7, a 3-possession game. Georgia was not able to get anything after that. Alabama, the SEC champions, 24-7 final score. The Crimson Tide keep on rolling. Congratulations on the SEC title. The Pac-12 championship game featured the Oregon Ducks versus the USC Trojans. Very intriguing matchup. Both teams entering with 10-2 records, and this was a great game. Oregon got on the board first here, a 3-yard touchdown run from Freeman, giving the Ducks a 7-0 lead and one. USC tying things up, 3-yard run from Parker, and taking the lead here in the second quarter, 38-yard field goal from Vaney. Oregon bounced back to regain the lead, 1-yard touchdown run from Matthews. It was a 14-10 Oregon lead at halftime. They extended their lead in the third quarter, 45-yard field goal from Harper, and then later a 5-yard touchdown run from Carter. Back and forth since then. Singleton, a 23-yard reception. Bolden with the pass. USC getting a touchdown, entering the fourth quarter. Went back and forth, but Oregon just stayed a step ahead of them. Freeman to carry, 6-yard touchdown pass for Oregon. USC bouncing back. Bolden to Hines, 30-yard touchdown pass. Here's a big field goal from Oregon, 19-yard kick from Harper. Made it a 10-point game. USC able to get into the end zone quite late. 2-yard touchdown pass, Bolden to Singleton. Made it a 3-point game with just seconds left. USC not able to get the ball back. Oregon able to hold on to an exciting 34-31 victory. Congratulations, Oregon. They are the Pac-12 champions. The MAC championship featured the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. MAC title on the line. Ohio got out to a strong start. 44-yard touchdown pass from Thompson to Mueller. Toledo responding though. McKenzie to Adams, 29-yard touchdown pass. 7-7 after one. Both teams getting a touchdown each in the second quarter. Ohio a 1-yard touchdown pass. Thompson to Brink. And Toledo responding. 7-yard touchdown pass. McKenzie to Butler. That made it 14-14 at halftime. Toledo would not score after that. Third quarter, Ohio took the lead again. 67-yard run from Downs. Then this 53-yard field goal from Cox made it a 10-point game, and that's the way it stayed. No one scored in the fourth quarter. Ohio holds on to a 24-14 win. Congratulations to the Ohio Bobcats, MAC champions. The Mountain West Championship game featured the Boise State Broncos and the Fresno State Bulldogs. BCS berth on the line. What an incredible game this was. Fresno State getting on the board first, late in the first quarter, 25-yard field goal from Ross, 3-0 Fresno State. Boise State taking the lead early second quarter, 11-yard pass from Jones to Keys. But Fresno State responding, 19-yard touchdown pass, Pitts to Guerrero. Boise State bouncing back, 12-yard touchdown pass, Jones to Schaefer. Made it a 14-10 game, and then another touchdown here for Boise State. 10-yard pass, Jones to Jones. Not able to get the extra point after that, missing the kick. Made it a 20-10 game at halftime. Boise State 10-point lead. Fresno State came out strong in the second half, playing great defense, and then getting on the board here. Again, Pitts to Guerrero, 3-yard touchdown pass. Boise State, big-time touchdown here in the fourth quarter. 1-yard run from Jones made it a 10-point game, 10-point lead for the Broncos, but they were not able to hold on to it. Fresno State storming back. First, a 20-yard field goal from Ross made it a 7-point game. And then in the final minute, Fresno State able to get into the end zone. A 2-yard run from Keenan. Ross's extra point tied it up and sent the game into overtime. First overtime, Fresno State getting the ball, 39-yard field goal for Ross, 3 points for the Bulldogs, and their defense able to hold Boise State for a field goal of their own, 39-yard field goals from Sherman. The second overtime, Boise State gets the ball first, not able to score, getting shut down, but Fresno State just needing a field goal to win, not able to score either. So we headed to the third overtime. Fresno State with the ball, 35-yard field goal from Ross. Then responding, Boise State 42-yard field goal from Sherman to send it into a fourth OT. Boise State just another field goal here, 39 yards from Sherman. And someone finally able to punch into the end zone in overtime. Day with a 2-yard touchdown run for the game winner. 39-36, the final here in 4 overtimes. What a thrilling game, an instant classic here. The Fresno State Bulldogs have won the Mountain West Championship. Congratulations to Fresno State. Now here's the game that we were most nervously anticipating. Watching this one together as a team, all of Winston-Salem watching this one. After our very impressive win against Duke, avenging our only loss of the season, I felt like that should be enough for us to have a spot in the national championship, but I also felt like we should have been ranked ahead of Penn State entering conference championship week. So very, very nerve-wracking watching this Big Ten championship game between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Big Ten championship, possible national championship on the line here as well. Huge game here, and it was a dream start for Penn State. Right away getting a touchdown, 81-yard touchdown pass, Clark to Gordon, just like that, 7-0 Nittany Lions. But Iowa responding immediately. Excellent drive, and then a 52-yard pass, Van Dyke to Cruz. Extra point good, 7-7. Penn State regaining the lead, 39-yard field goal from Clark, making it 10-7 Penn State. But Iowa taking the lead here, 6-yard run from Myers, missing the extra point afterwards, so it was 13-10 Iowa at the end of the first quarter. Defense is stepping up a bit here afterwards, just holding them to field goals here. Field goal each. Iowa extending their lead here, 34-yard kick from Stevens to make it a 16-10 game. But then Penn State 47-yard field goal cut it back to 3 points. It was 16-13 Iowa at halftime. In the third quarter, defense is continuing to play well. Clark 32-yard field goal tied things up, 16-16 entering the fourth quarter. Everything on the line, very, very nerve-wracking watching this game together. Penn State taking the lead here in the fourth quarter. 6-yard run from Hall. Clark good with the extra point, 7-0 lead Penn State. Iowa able to respond later in the quarter. Todd, a very clutch 6-yard pass to Hollis. Extra point, good. All tied up 23-23. Penn State got the football back. A chance to take a very late lead, but their offense was not able to get it done. Iowa's defense stepping up big time, getting the football back, and Iowa's offense putting together the game-winning drive, ending with a 14-yard touchdown pass. Todd to Cruz. The Hawkeyes take a 30-23 lead. Penn State got the ball back with seconds left, but not able to do anything with it. A huge win for the Iowa Hawkeyes. A really heartbreaking loss for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And we will not have to wait nervously about the final BCS rankings ending into bowl season. Iowa taking all the suspense out of it by getting the Big Ten championship victory over the Nittany Lions. Congratulations, Iowa. 30-23, the final score there. Iowa's the Big Ten champions, and we loved it in Winston-Salem. We were definitely very pleased with the result. An absolutely incredible day to be a Demon Deacon. First, the dominant performance, winning the ACC Championship over our rival, and then having to be nervous the rest of the day watching games and seeing this big one turn out the way we wanted it to. What just an absolutely incredible day to be a Demon Deacon. Wake Forest, yes, Wake Forest is going to the national championship. Here is a look at the BCS rankings as we head into bowl season. Number 1, of course, the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama that has put together probably the greatest dynasty in college football history. Alabama has won the last 4 national championships. No team has ever done that until Alabama did last season, and they are looking for a 5th straight national championship this season. And what an incredible season they have had. Some experts saying this may be the best Alabama team yet. Just look at some of the scores during their run here to 13-0 SEC champions. Just a lot of very dominant performances. No one has really challenged them. 13-0 SEC champs, Alabama, mighty Alabama, going to the national championships where they're going to be a huge, huge favorite to win a 5th straight national title. But here we are, number 2 in the BCS now, 12-1 record. What a dreamy season it was for us. A lot of very, very exciting moments in this one. A lot of big wins. A couple big out-of-conference wins early on in the year. Starting off ACC play with a huge win against our rival NC State. Tough loss against Duke, but we bounced back. Won our final 7 games, including destroying Duke. We earned this. We definitely earned this, no question about it. What an opportunity for us. What a dream come true, getting this chance. We're going to be ginormous underdogs in this game, but we are thrilled to be there, and we're going to do absolutely everything we can do to give Alabama a run for their money. Number 3 in the BCS is the Oregon Ducks, an 11-2 record. Great season out of Oregon. Started things off, a couple really nice wins. Took a loss against USC. They were able to get revenge on USC in the Pac-12 championship, taking down the Trojans in a very exciting game. 11-2 record entering bowl season. Great year from Oregon. Number 3 in the BCS rankings. Number 4 in the BCS is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Last season, Notre Dame went undefeated through the regular season, made it to the national championship where they lost handily to Alabama. Notre Dame was determined from the very start of the season to run the table once again and get back to the national championship. And they very, very nearly did it, just falling short. Notre Dame got off to a great start this year, a bunch of very impressive wins early. Got off to 11-0, needed one more win to get themselves into the national championship game. was against USC. It's always a very good game, USC and Notre Dame. And Notre Dame falling for the first time at home. Final week of the season, losing to USC 45-33. Heartbreaking loss there for the Fighting Irish. Still an incredible season, 11-1 record. They'll be going to a big-time bowl game. Just not the way they wanted things to end up in the regular season for sure. Number 5 is the Texas Longhorns with a 10-2 record. Texas started things off very, very ugly this year, getting destroyed on the road at Notre Dame. But they have come back, putting together a really, really good season. A couple close games here, including going to overtime against Kansas, losing to Baylor. Didn't look very good during that stretch, but they finished off the season with 3 straight wins, 10-2 record. They'll be going to a big-time bowl. Great year out of Texas. Number 6, the Penn State Nittany Lions. What an incredible season out of Penn State. Penn State football is most certainly back as a premier program. 11-2 record. Got off to a nice 3-0 start. Not really challenging the first 3 weeks. And then here, hosting us, they had us beat multiple times in the fourth quarter. It looked like the game was completely over. One of the craziest endings, one of the wildest endings, maybe even in college football history, considering how impactful this game ended up being. We were completely down, like back against the wall, and we did absolutely everything we can do, just trying to fight, scratch and claw our way back into this one, and somehow able to pull off a miracle comeback in the end to give Penn State their first loss of the season. Heartbreaker there for Penn State, but they bounced back right away. They just kept winning. Penn State showing that they are a very, very great football team, making it all the way to the Big Ten Championship with an 11-1 record and a chance to get into the national title. They had already beaten Iowa earlier this season, but they were not able to beat them a second time, losing 30-23 to the Hawkeyes. Heartbreaking loss there for Penn State for sure, second heartbreaking loss of the season. But still a great year from Penn State, and they will be going to a big-time bowl game. Number 7, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State, who we defeated last season in the Independence Bowl. Fresno State got off to a really rough start, losing 2 road games to start their season, 0-2, going down to Utah and BYU. But then bouncing back, a big-time win at Ole Miss, big-time win against Boise, then at Wyoming, running the table, winning their final 11 games of the season, including that OT thriller instant classic against Boise State in the Mountain West Championship. Incredible season for Fresno State, and they will be going to a big-time bowl game. Northwestern, number 8 in the BCS, a great season out of the Northwestern Wildcats. 8-3 record. They got off to a very, very impressive 6-0 start, including a victory at Ohio State. They hit a rough patch in their season, losing 3 straight games, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Michigan State. But they bounced back, getting 2 nice wins to finish out their season against Nebraska and Illinois. Number 8 in the BCS, Northwestern going to a nice bowl game. Great season for the Wildcats. Number 9 in the BCS is the USC Trojans with a 10-3 record. Great year at USC. It's been a bit up and down at times. USC, of course, been one of the best football programs in the nation recently. Big win against Washington. Tough loss against A&M. Bounce back big win against Oregon. Only other loss up until the Pac-12 championship, field goal loss against Utah. Big time win against Notre Dame. Final week of the regular season. Just falling short in the Pac-12 championship against Oregon. Heartbreaking loss there for USC. The Trojans going to a big-time bowl game. Great season for USC. Chance to end it on a very high note. Number 10 in the BCS rankings is the South Florida Bulls. Great season out of USF. A 10-2 record for USF. Starting things off 3-0. Taking a loss against a very, very good Georgia team on the road. Losing a heartbreaker in OT against Cincinnati, 38-31, a tough loss there for the Bulls. But South Florida finishing out their season very, very strong, winning their final 6 games. They are ranked number 10 in the BCS, and they will have a bowl game coming up for sure. Great season out of USF, and they'll be looking to end on a high note. So that is the top 10 in the BCS rankings as we enter bowl season. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Georgia dropping a bit after conference championship week. Iowa jumping up after their big win. Boise State dropping down after their loss. But there we go. That is how things are standing here, top 25 in the BCS as we enter bowl season. Here's a look at the Heisman Trophy. Heisman Trophy winner of the 2015 season is redshirt senior halfback Danny Harris out of Alabama. Alabama having a very, very successful year as a team and a Heisman Trophy winner to boot for their redshirt senior halfback. Great season out of Danny Harris. Of course, Alabama, an incredibly dominant team, and he's been a big-time factor. Got his stats here: 20 rushing touchdowns this season. Very, very impressive player. Very, very impressive team. Also got 4 more receiving touchdowns, and he will be looking to finish out his Alabama career with another national championship. Other contenders, other Heisman finalists: redshirt senior halfback Rodney Rogers for Georgia. Great season here for Rogers in the Bulldog backfield. 28 rushing TDs, a massive jump up from other few seasons. Not a big factor receiving wise, but great runner here. Not the way Georgia wanted their season to end up in the SEC Championship going down, but they will have a bowl game looking to end things on a positive note. Redshirt senior quarterback Johnny Freeman of Oregon, another Heisman finalist. His stats here: 31 passing touchdowns compared to 4 interceptions. Very impressive ratio there. He also has run for 10 touchdowns to boot. Great season from the redshirt senior quarterback of Oregon. Big time bowl game coming up for them, Pac-12 champs. Kevin Bonner, the redshirt senior quarterback of Notre Dame, another Heisman finalist. Great season out of Kevin Bonner. 46 passing touchdowns compared to 7 INTs. Heartbreaking loss for Notre Dame, final week of the regular season against USC, preventing them from heading back to the national championship. But absolutely phenomenal season out of Kevin Bonner, and one more game in a Notre Dame uniform for him coming up. And our last finalist, redshirt senior halfback William Moore of USC. Great season out of the Trojan halfback. 17 rushing touchdowns for him this year. Also 3 receiving touchdowns. Great year from him. One more game in a USC uniform coming up. So congratulations to all the Heisman finalists, and congratulations to Danny Harris, 2015 Heisman Trophy winner. So here we go. Take a look at the bowl games. Of course, a very special bowl season here for Wake Forest football. But here's a look at all the bowl games entering bowl season. And the ACC teams, we got Miami going to the Independence Bowl against Boise State. North Carolina going to the Belk Bowl against Louisville. Florida State going to the Military Bowl versus Toledo. Duke going to the Champ Sports Bowl against USF. Virginia Tech going to the Music City Bowl against Missouri. Georgia Tech going to the Sun Bowl against Washington. Clemson going to the Chick-fil-A Bowl against Ole Miss. And now the BCS Bowls. The Rose Bowl is going to be between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Oregon Ducks. the Rose Bowl. The Sugar Bowl is going to be between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Cincinnati Bearcats. The Orange Bowl will be between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the USC Trojans. The Fiesta Bowl will be between the Texas Longhorns and the Fresno State Bulldogs. And the biggest one of them all, the national championship. Wake Forest, yes, Wake Forest is going to the national championship game against the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's a real David versus Goliath looking matchup here. Number one, Alabama, just head and shoulders above the rest of college football in recent years, against Wake Forest, a program who's really never even been close to a national championship until this season. But here we are. We definitely earned it, and we are very, very excited. We cannot even describe how excited we are for this opportunity. Let's go! Here we go to decide the national champion of the 2015 season. Number one, Alabama versus number two, Wake Forest. Alabama is coached by Anthony Bradshaw in his 9th season as head coach for the Crimson Tide. Alabama is coming off of a 13-1 season last year, ending with another national championship, a 42-17 national title win over Notre Dame. Alabama has, like I said, they've won the last 4 national championships. They've won 5 out of the last 6 national titles. So they have been completely dominating college football in recent years. Even more so, the state of Alabama has been dominating. Alabama Crimson Tide has won 5 of the last 6 national titles. The year they didn't win in that span was won by Auburn. So the state of Alabama has won the last 6 national championships. Even more than that, college football has been dominated by the SEC. A team from the SEC has won the national championship every year since the 2005 season when Texas won the national championship. Alabama has just been incredible. Since the start of the 2011 season, Alabama's combined record, their overall record, since the start of 2011 is 66-2. There are only 2 losses coming in the 2011 season, where they lost to LSU. They later rematched LSU in the national championship and won. And then Alabama lost a game last season on the road against Texas A&M. Alabama has just dominated since then. They have won 21 straight games. Alabama's last loss against a non-SEC team was the Sugar Bowl of the 2008 season when they lost to Utah. So there are a lot of very impressive streaks from Alabama, very, very dominant program. Alabama will be seeking their 17th national championship. For us, we will be seeking our first ever national championship. Like I said, never even in the conversation until this season. Wake Forest football historically has struggled big time as a program, but in recent years things have certainly picked up. We can go all the way back to the 2006 season when Wake Forest won the ACC Championship under Jim Garobe. Coach Bob Pecknell taking over the start of the 2012 season. When Coach Bob Pecknell took over, we were very low ranked nationally. We were predicted to finish dead last in the Atlantic Division. In that 2012 season, we went on to win the Rose Bowl, first ever BCS bowl win for Wake Forest football. Following season in 2013, we won the ACC Championship, and while winning over North Carolina, a thrilling game, then went on to the Orange Bowl, ended up losing to Wisconsin, but back-to-back BCS bowl appearances. Last season, another very strong season, finished with a 9-4 record. We won the Independence Bowl over Fresno State. So it feels like this national championship has been like an accumulation of the entire career here of Coach Bob Pecknell, and even before that. Absolutely thrilled to be here. An absolute dream come true for everyone involved. We just won our 4th ever conference championship. We'll be playing for our 1st ever national championship game. We began this season ranked 35th in the country, so not in the top 25. We are going to be hoping to become the first team since Georgia Tech in 1990 season to win the national championship when beginning the season unranked. So that in itself would be quite an accomplishment. We are the first team from the ACC to make it to a national championship game since the 2001 season when Florida State made it. Florida State ended up losing that game. So it's an absolute Cinderella season for us. Here's Alabama's year. A lot of dominant wins, starting off blowing out an FCS opponent, blowing out and shutting out Utah State. Back-to-back solid 48-21 wins against Arkansas, Houston. Then on the road at Ole Miss. Ole Miss, no contest for them. Ole Miss having a very good season, but Alabama crushing them 45-3. Texas A&M, who defeated Alabama last season. Alabama showing no mercy on them, just destroying the Aggies 50-0. A&M not even having a sniff of a chance in this one. And Alabama on the road, 31-3 at Kentucky, 48-21 against Tennessee, another 48-21 final for Alabama. Against Illinois, 38-24. It's the closest game of the season for Alabama, a 14-point win. LSU hung kind of close in there, but Alabama takes them down 40-24. Then Alabama destroying Mississippi State 51-7 on the road. Taking care of business against Auburn 41-21 in the Iron Bowl. And then complete control in the SEC Championship 24-7 win against Georgia. Alabama, some experts saying this is the best Crimson Tide team ever, maybe the best college football team ever. They are looking for their 5th straight national championship. They will be going #1 team. For us, Cinderella season for sure. Got off to a very strong start, 48-10 against Arkansas State. Very exciting game on the road in Fort Worth. We were the underdogs in this one. We entered this game unranked against number 10 TCU. We had a lead in this one. TCU, big time comeback late in this one, 4th quarter. They had a chance to win it at the end. Got within the 10-yard line, needing a touchdown to win. Huge play from our defense, stepping up and saving the day for us, saving a huge win for us, getting an INT, able to win that one 28-23. Then at home, a very close competitive game against Rutgers, able to hold on to a 7-point win. Then on the road in Happy Valley against Penn State, just an absolute miracle comeback in the 4th quarter, getting fumbles we desperately needed. Seemed like we had no other chance besides getting fumbles. Just an incredible series of events leading to a unbelievable miracle comeback, able to take down Penn State for a huge win there. Starting ACC playoff, a big time win against our rival NC State at home. Then a tough loss on the road at Duke. Ended a long winning streak in the rivalry series against Duke. Never had the lead in this one. Tried to come back in the end. Ended up falling short, losing by a field goal. But bouncing back, making a statement on the road, taking down a very good Virginia Tech team, 40-14. Solid performance at home against Florida State, 49-24. Huge game, ACC Atlantic on the line. Huge victory on the road, taking down the Clemson Tigers, 35-28. Then another just miracle comeback in the 4th quarter against Maryland. Looked like Maryland had the game won in the 4th. A big kick return for a touchdown sparked a miracle 4th quarter comeback. Able to win that one 35-31, thrilling win there. Then another huge ACC game here at home against Georgia Tech. A real defensive struggle, an old school football kind of game. Able to get a big time win against the Yellow Jackets 12-7. Then finishing off the regular season, a solid win on the road in the snow against Boston College, 42-14. Then with our dreams in front of us, trying to do absolutely everything we can do to get ourselves not just an ACC championship, but trip to the national championship, put together the most dominant performance ever under Coach Bob Pecknell, a 52-6 final in the ACC Championship to give us a shot into the national championship game. Let's go. Alabama, of course, an incredible team. Quarterback Kirkpatrick and starting halfback Harris, who just won the Heisman Trophy. Alabama looking like very dominant, very impressive team. They are, of course, going to be massive favorites against us. During Alabama's reign of national championships, they have never been as big of favorites in the national championship as they are this year against us. Wake Forest football playing for a national championship just sounds unheard of to a lot of people. Wake Forest, of course, we have struggled as a program historically. We're one of the smallest colleges in all of college football. It's just an absolute fairy tale season that we are going to have a shot at a national championship game. We're going to be ginormous underdogs, but we are not afraid at all. We have nothing to lose. We are going to put together our best performance, hopefully, the way we've been playing. If we can put together the kind of performance we put together against Duke, we can give Alabama a run for their money. Every single play where you're going to give it 110% of our focus and see if we can pull off one of the greatest upsets of all time and win the first ever national championship for Wake Forest football. Here it is. I could not be more excited for this. I hope you are as excited as I am for the national championship. Let's go! Come on. First, a look at the never-changing settings of the dynasty. Here we go. What an incredible season it has been. What an incredible run we have made. An incredible career Coach Bob Pecknell has had here at Wake Forest. Very magical 2015 season. And here will be the 2015 national champions. Here we go for the national championship. Number 2, Wake Forest versus number 1, Alabama. Let's go. Come on. Alabama going to be wearing their regular home uniforms. We'll be wearing our regular road uniforms. We are all set. Let's go. For the national championship, let's go.
These two are the best teams in college football. Tonight, only one will emerge victorious. Only one can carry home the trophy. Only one can call themselves national champions. It ought to be a great one tonight. Time for college football on ESPN. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit will have the call.
Here we are at the Louisiana Superdome, site of this year's BCS National Championship Game. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit in the booth, Aaron Andrews on the sideline, and we're ready to bring you an exciting game. Tonight's matchups presented by Spark, who reminds you that what you can measure, you can improve. We'll be seeing the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Teams take the field. It's the season finale. This is the game we've all been waiting for, guys. The BCS National Championship.
presented by Spark, who reminds you that what you can measure, you can improve.
Here we go for the National Championship of the 2015 season. A real David versus Goliath matchup. The number 1 ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide, winners of 4 of the last 5 national championships, looking to win their 4 of the last 5 national championships, looking with their 5th straight national title here against the big-time underdog, number 2 ranked Wake Forest Deacons, playing their first ever national championship game. Real long shot to make it here, but here we are, and here we go. We have been getting ready for this every weekend moment since the ACC Championship Game. The time has come. Number 1 Alabama 13-0 versus number 2 Wake Forest 12-1. Decide the 2015 national champion. Moments away from getting the national title started. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Walker.
The time has come.
He looks ready to kick
Walker has it teed up.
ball game. Here we go, folks.
And here we go.
The kick is away. And
We are underway. Walker booting it deep. Harris
This one's going to be down in the end
taking
zone for a
a knee into
touchback.
the end zone. National championship game is underway. We decided to play defense to start things off. Defense playing very well in the ACC Championship Game. Hoping we can keep that up. It's been a bit of a break since Conference Championship week. But here we go. Let's do this.
And out comes the offense.
Let's go every play. Every single play. Come on. Find a way here. Come on. Get some motion. Let's move it off the line. For play action. We throw out to Horn. Harrison knocking him out of bounds right away. Kirkpatrick continuing his incredible season. Completion here, first play of the national championship game. Patrick to Horn, 6 yards.
From their own 31-yard line. Second down.
Alright, come on, now defense. Looking to pass again. Go to get it complete to Dottie.
He's really got a lot of confidence in his receiver. Yeah, I think he does.
Kirkpatrick.
I think he just threw it up the
Spot
ground.
on with that throw there. Just shy of midfield after 2 plays.
From their own 47-yard line. First down.
Come on, defense. Hand off. Valentine! Oh,
It's the 45.
what a hit from a freshman linebacker. Valentine having a great season. A huge hit there, making a statement. Gotta take another look at that. Alabama first time getting the ball to their Heisman Trophy winner, halfback Harris. And Harris gets met in the backfield. Valentine coming through and laying a huge hit. Big time play here. Let's go. Show them we are not afraid. Get them right in there, being very physical. Dropping them back
From their
for
own
2.
45-yard
Their loss as
line.
well. Second and 12
Second
now.
down.
Come on, defense. One time, do it again. Make another big play. Look to run. He's going to get some space this time. He's going to get just shy of a first down. Bring the hand up to Harris. Quick burst to the outside. Breaking free there. Very quick burst. Finally able to bring him down. And that will bring up a 3rd and inches. Expecting them to go on the ground, but try to shut it down where
Third
we
down
can.
and short.
Bring some
Ball on the
serious heat
44-yard
there.
line.
Hopefully. Come on. Okay, no motion. Back on the open throw, and they got the completion to Smith.
At the 45-yard line.
When they broke the huddle, I'm sure everybody knew the ball was going to go to this receiver. And he still brought it in to give this team a big lift.
They're going in the air there. Quick pass, slant pass, connecting to Smith. First down, Alabama continuing the opening drive here. Come on, defense. Come on,
From the
defense. Let's go.
35-yard line. It's first down.
Patrick.
And he
Benson making initial contact. Valentine, another big hit here.
Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Strong hit right in front of the Alabama sideline. Things already getting a little bit chippy out there.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the
Sean,
32.
you're not afraid at all. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. Shut him down now. 2nd and 8. Patrick going deep. A little miscommunication there. Throwing it out of bounds.
Much better job of being able to read that
So
defense
3rd
and
and
make
8. Come
quicker
on. This is a
decisions,
big time play.
especially when the defense starts to get
Obviously,
pressure.
big play
You've got to either
here.
get rid of that football or check it down or take off
Let's
and
go.
run.
So we're looking at
Let's go.
another
Let's
3rd
bring it.
down
Let's
here.
go. Let's go. Get the completion to Dodd.
And he's taken down at the 15-yard line.
I like the call here. Looking for the big fella here on 3rd down.
No, we
Take a
went
lot
these
of
guys
faith
were
in him as a
confirming.
receiver. Right there, he showed you why.
No problem for Alabama there. Moving the chains. Little angle route, just finding a little bit of space there. Easy pitch and catch there. Okay, I'm making it look easy on that
From
one.
the
1st and 10
15-yard
to
line.
15.
1st down.
One defense, bend but don't break. Make a play here, make a play.
End zone.
Oh, they got it!
Oh, and it's caught for the touchdown.
Bill Kirkpatrick, what a pass there for the touchdown. That is the first point of the national championship game. And I'm here, just laying it out there perfectly for the receiver to go get it. Dang. No question, either got a foot down too. Big start there for Alabama, and they drive right down the field and get into the end zone. Jonathan White, 15-yard reception.
Alabama is up by 6. And he converts the extra
Setting
point.
up from Crimson Tide.
Nice 9-play, 75-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points. So our score, 7-0. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
3rd down, not able
It's
to,
a deep downfield,
not able to get the stop on him.
and it sails out of the end zone for a
Good
touchdown.
defensively. They didn't. Zach can go through with like butter, so he figures things out. Come on. Come on, let's go offense. Let's go offense. Alright. Let's look to option them right away. Let's try to get him something right away here. See how they line up. Oh my goodness. Let's cut it out to the left. Let's go. Who's being motion? Got the pitch out.
With the option. Pitches back. He gets hit out of
Alright,
bounds.
nice
At the
9-yard
34-yard
pickup. There we
line.
go.
They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9.
Try to use the option play sparingly, but it's been effective at times for us this year.
It's 2nd down now. They're just a
Let's
few
start
feet
here
away
open
from that
drive,
1st
2nd
down
and 1
marker.
coming up. I don't want to get that first down right away. He's going to try to power run the Goolsby. Alright, got some room to the left side. Goolsby takes a huge hit at the end of it.
They'll get a 1st down there on the play with the run from the tailback.
Well, that's a strong run. Makes it
Oh. Yeah, the defender crashing inside, like looked like Alabama was guessing what we were doing or something, or I don't know. Alabama just got fooled somehow, gave us some space. Goolsby, I don't know, trying to make a cut there, just a huge shot at the end of it.
state it when you can run the ball like that.
He's all right there. Definitely do not want to lose.
It's 1st and 10.
Someone as
Ball on their own
impactful as
41.
Goolsby. We're going to go on the ground here with Pennington. And he's going
He
to
makes it to the
go a
32-yard
couple
line.
yards. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
We'll
Second
be
down,
all
8
right. We'll be
yards
able to
to
come
go.
back.
All on their own 42.
Second and 8. Rolling out, getting it to Pennington. Short play. Oh no.
That's just a sound play
Pressure
for the
coming,
defense.
trying to
They
throw
dropped
it
it
out
well
there.
short of the
Defender
line of
crashing, getting there very quickly. Bringing Abel Pennington down right away. Would have been quite a bit better off if we were not able to complete that one. Just gonna pull the off of this play to meet him here in 3rd and 14. We have the pass. Come on.
Third down now.
We
They
don't
need
need
to
to
get
make
it
big
inside the
plays here.
49.
Have a chance in this one. Let's make a big play right here. Too much pressure, no chance.
Incomplete. And that wasn't the
Chance
greatest
for
pass.
our receivers to
great pass while getting
really get
drilled like
into their
that.
route. Alabama pressure is crashing in right there. And we're gonna have to punt it away. 4th and 14 coming up.
Harris back deep to return.
Marcus trying to blast it deep to Harris. And strong tackle there by Palmer bringing him in. Here comes the Crimson Tide. Take on for the second time this game. 7-0 lead for Alabama.
Alabama up 7 points.
Let's go!
Sacked on the play.
Boy, Brad, that was
Jay Harrison flying in there.
to see.
Big play. How about this? Terry Harrison just zooming in there. Big hit on Kirkpatrick. Let's
How
go.
he responds from this hit and whether or not
Firing
he
us
comes
up
out
on the
with the ball
sideline.
line,
Big play
it
there.
challenges them to
3-yard
start playing
loss.
a little bit better.
Come on,
So it's second
defense.
down and 13 yards
Come
to
on
go
here,
following
second
that
and
quarterback
13.
sack.
Okay, got some motion going on the left line. Switch back. Looking throws Kirkpatrick.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he got a man. Smith is open on the sideline. Man will make the tackle. A big game for Alabama.
He
Patrick
stood in there that time
bouncing
against the
right
blitz.
back
They were
up to the
coming
side.
after him, but he showed the poise and was able to connect for a big game.
Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Fight. Come on. Come on, defense.
From the
Someone make a big play.
47-yard line. First
Someone
down.
make a big play. Let's go. 1st and 10. Flowers knocks him out. Runs it away.
42-yard line.
It's got 4 yards on the completion.
From the 42-yard line.
6 here.
It's second down.
Bring some heat, bring some pressure. Motion, corner motion.
And they
Lance
make
is
the
able to
stop at the
bring it out.
39-yard line.
42 coming up. These are the plays we really gotta step up here. 3rd and 2
So it's
coming
third
up.
down, and they've got about 2 yards to
Alabama
go.
2 for 2 and 3rd down so far. Shut him down here. Come on. It's an option.
They'll run the option.
Option.
And down he goes at the 41-yard line. So they wrapped him up before he could get anything going.
Yeah, there was nothing that
All over it. Beautifully done. Valentine reading that right away was up there. He didn't have anything set up to the right either. No real chance or anything, just holding on to the ball, limiting the loss on the play as much as he
there on that
could.
option.
4th and 5. They're going to bring up the field unit, a 58-yarder. They have a very strong
Fourth
kicker.
down. They'll call on the
This
field
is a
goal unit.
long kick.
Alabama is hoping to make this a 2-score game.
Oh, bringing some
He
good
gets it up, and it's
pressure.
long
He
enough.
had the distance
And
wide
he
open.
missed it to the right.
You know, for a second there, I thought it might hook back, but it just kept slicing to the right. That's a tough break.
Kicker has an absolute boot. He had the distance for sure. Great pressure, nearly getting a block. Getting the kick off. Moss put a charge into it. Just wide. Let's go. So we're going to take over. Still down by just 7. We got good field position. Here's an opportunity for us. Come on. Come
They'll
on.
get the ball here at the 41.
Come on, let's take advantage of this. Let's go. Ross catches it, brought down, 6-yard gain, nice quick passing catch. Here we go, let's get it.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Come on.
Here's the option.
Off to Hamilton.
And he's tackled at the 48. Pennington picks up a yard on the play.
I'm telling you, every yard you gain is earned, and those were about as tough as they
Here we go,
come.
3rd and 3.
Third
Let's
down,
do this
and
here,
they're
big
going to need
play.
about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
We got a few options here. Good pass. Just got it off to Morgan.
And he's level at the 43.
Just
And
barely
they pick
got
up
that
there.
one.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here. It came with the
Beautiful
blitz,
throw
and
it
the
was.
quarterback showed tremendous poise by
Under
making a
would
good read
nearly
and
got
deliver a
to
nice
another
ball to the open man.
split second, and he would have been brought down. Let's go. Another look at that here. Huge play, keeping this drive moving. Rolling out just a little bit. Just getting this throw away. That is going to be a fresh set of downs for us. Alabama's 43-yard line.
From the 43-yard line, it's first down. The option left. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
That's not what you hope for from your running game. You're looking for some solid north and south progress. You never want to give the defense a play like that to build his
Come
confidence.
on, 2nd and 13 now.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Garrison trying to get it to
Right to the back, no good. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
And they'll look to convert here on another third down. Trying to confuse the defense here with the audible.
Garrison to Woodbine.
And immediately tackled.
Great effort here by the wideout to secure the ball and pick up some extra yardage.
Just barely getting the play off. Right on the money. Lester Wood making the catch in traffic. Huge play there. Moving the chains for us. Just getting the snap off. Seeing a bit of space. Lester Wood hanging on, taking a big hit, but he's got the first. Huge play. Let's go. Come on.
First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Nothing there. Trying to fix the left, nothing available. That'll be for the first quarter.
Both teams getting closer to the championship as we wrap up the first quarter. The score, 7-0, Crimson Tide.
Amanda got the lead, but we're hanging in there. We're only down a touchdown. Putting together a bit of a drive here. I just lost some yards on first down right before the end of the first quarter. So 2nd and 12 coming up, but we're hanging in there. 3 quarters left in the national championship game. Alabama 7 with force nothing. Come on.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Set him with an option. Let's see it.
And it looks like they're going to change it up here.
Quick pass. Oh man.
And they bring him down.
Nothing was
Back on the play.
open.
The offensive line has to at least slow the guy down a little bit. He was in there in no time.
Dion just ran our line over.
Huge play there from Alabama's defense, just overpowering our offensive line and just very rough result. 3rd and 21 coming up for us. Shoot. Okay, give him a try.
Defense hoping for another sack here on 3rd and long.
Try to run it. Oh man, we're hoping to get more than that.
39-yard line.
Looking to catch him off guard and set up for a long field goal tonight. It'll be 56 yards. The kicker's got a boot. We're going to give him a chance. Alabama tried a really long field goal. They're just wide. Two really good kickers in this game. Very ideal conditions. Come on, you can do this. Landon Walker. Strikes it. Got it. What a kick. 56 yards from Landon Walker's going to put us on the board. Unbelievable kick there. Very good kicker, but that is very long for him. Not a lot of room to spare, but struck that absolutely beautifully to the right side to maximize distance. Perfect. I just could not place that any better. Perfect kick. Huge momentum. We are on the board. Big momentum swing. We are on the board against Alabama. Let's go 7-3. Now Walker, after the terrific field, was going to kick off. Put another charge into that one, and that is going to be a touchback. Let's go, come on. We're in this thing, let's go, come on, defense.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste
Alabama taking over here at 25, 4-point lead. Come on, defense, make a play. Dottie in motion. Hey,
they'll drop him for a loss.
Let's go.
Even though they lost yards, they shouldn't get away from the ground game. Keep pounding it away. It keeps the defense honest, and it creates opportunities in the passing game.
Yeah, a little bit chippy for sure. Terry Harrison flying in there. Crashing right through. Big hit. We are showing our fight here. We are showing we are prepared for an absolute dogfight in this one. Big time play there defensively.
From their own 22-yard line.
Now for Alabama.
2nd down.
Come on, defense.
He drops back.
Flowers getting in front of it, breaking out. Big play there by Flowers. Kirkpatrick had a man at that target. Flowers getting right in there, breaking it up. Really nice play, making that one hit the turf. 3rd and 13 coming up. Obviously a huge play here. Can we get this stand?
3rd
Come
and
on,
13.
defense.
Ball on the 22-yard line. Kirkpatrick drops back.
Hit as he throws.
Williamson was the intended target on the play. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
On 3rd down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they just...
That is a huge play defensively. Shannon Dukes, defensive team captain. We're not getting much pressure. Valentine goes down. Dukes able to get through in the end and hit Kirkpatrick as he was throwing. If he was able to get a clean pass off, the receiver had a chance for sure. Coming back, had some space. But a huge play there. Shannon Dukes breaking that opportunity up. Let's go.
defended the play very well in the
Huge
secondary.
stand defensively. Let's go. Come on.
Moss to punt.
We are already doing much better than most people thought we would do. We're hanging in there.
Oh,
Second quarter
excellent
now.
punt.
Pennington takes a big hit right away. He's on to
able to get anything on the return at all there. Here we go now.
They'll take over the 27
First and 10, let's go. Goolsby getting a nice gain on the play. Let's go. Jasper Goolsby, nice burst there. It looked initially like Alabama was going to be able to get through in the backfield. Just able to get by, getting what he can there. Nice pickup for sure. Attempt to try these option plays. We'll see how they line up for things. If we like it, we'll run it. I'm liking it. Oh no! Misreading it. Players both going to the left side. Pennington a good fight, getting forward, avoiding big loss on the play, but 34 coming up now. And not what we wanted there. We got an opportunity. The Brewer has a shot. Come on. Let's find a way. Pearson rolling out. Gonna try to run for it.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure.
Pressure coming from Alabama, forcing Garrison to run out to the right, trying to turn it upfield. Not gonna happen there. Thrown to the ground by Underwood. Which Anthony Bradshaw really liking that. Yeah, it's coming up here. Pressure coming, trying to get it to the outside. Not gonna happen. Not able to get things done there offensively. Landon Walker, kicker and punter. Gonna have to bring it up for punt here.
Is back deep to return.
A very big kick for us.
It's away and it's a booming
Strong punt. Harris back to return.
He's out to the 30.
Palmer making a strong tackle.
32-yard line. He showed a good burst there.
Alright. Now defense. Let's shut him down again. Let's shut him down. Let's go.
Still set up shot at the 32.
Danny Harris, Heisman Trophy winner, has not been able to get much going so far. I'll look for him here. We shut him down. 2-yard pick.
34-yard line.
Let's go. Our defense has been playing very good football in recent games.
From their own 34-yard line. Second down.
Come on. Valentine
Slide
Beal.
forward to about the 36.
It's a phenomenal play there by Valentine. Completely reading that to perfection. Danny Harris can go either way. Guessing it. Reading it perfectly. Excellent job. 3rd and 7 coming up. Here is a big time third down
It's
play.
third
Let's
down
go.
and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Come on. Show me. People's trying to get
Back to
through
back.
there.
Catches it.
Catch made. Pass midfield. There's a flag. What is it?
A flag came out after the ball was thrown.
Oh.
This is.
Roughing the pass here called against Julius Peoples.
Concentration labs right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
Dang. Would have been a first down anywhere for Alabama. Peoples just trying to get in there, want to get in there so bad. Just dives a little late and gets a hit on Kirkpatrick. It wasn't even a big hit. The refs decide to throw a flag. That'll tack 15 yards to the end of that one. All the way up to the 34 now of the Crimson Tide.
First down.
Defense really got to step up right now. Come on.
Back to pass.
Harrison not able to bring him down. Lamb finally will be able to.
A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
From the 23-yard line. First down. Alabama is up by
Harris in the backfield. He's going to hand it off and shut it down.
He tackles him for a loss. Good
Alabama
penetration by
snapping
the
directly to
defense.
the Heisman Trophy winner, trying a bit of a wildcat play. Nothing there for him though. 2nd and 11 now. Ben Downing -1 yard in the play. All over that one.
Around the 26-yard line.
Williamson makes the catch, but nothing there for him. Take another look at this one. Defense reading this very well. Sending a man out to the flats initially. We got 2 guys there. He had no chance of getting anything after that catch. 3rd and 13 is coming up.
They'll line it up again on 3rd down. Drops back to pass.
Completion made the Bears, and we got him just short.
Down at the 14. Wake
Take
Forest
immediate
just took their
timeout.
first
What will
timeout.
Alabama do? They're going to keep the offense on the field. 3rd and long there. Heisman Trophy winner Harris in the backfield goes out to the right. He's just so quick burst, got room, but a very strong tackle in the end there. Big time hit, bringing him down. Great work there by Lamb. Dropping him a yard short. Alabama's going to keep their offense on the field. 4th and 1. Huge play coming up. I probably think they're just going to run it through us here. I mean, they've passed on a 3rd and
It's
inches
4th down,
before.
so they're going to go for it here.
Come on, shut him down.
Alabama is up
Come
4.
on, make a huge play. Come on. Dottie in motion. Patrick, he's going to look to throw. Harrison's going to bring him down. Catch me.
Only gains about a
First
yard
down,
for that catch.
Alabama.
And they're moving the ball well because this quarterback hasn't thrown an incompletion yet on this drive.
They didn't need a lot there. They didn't get a lot. They got enough, though. Patrick got to the flats. Harrison hitting him right away. That is a 1st down for the Crimson Tide. This from another angle. And on a big play there for Alabama. Alright, 1st and 10 now, 13. Alabama takes an immediate timeout.
From the 13-yard line, it's 1st down.
We're going to regroup here. So, plenty of time left in this one. Come on. Plenty of time left in the 1st half.
They run it
Good.
left.
Here's we're
He
going to
fights forward to about the 10.
People's
And
wrestling
that
down for
carries for a
2
pickup of 3.
He really did a nice job of anticipating the run and making the play on the ball carrier.
Come on. Someone make a big play. Let's go.
2nd and 8 coming up
Big
here.
play. Let's
Ball
go.
on the 10.
Someone's going to do it here. Someone's going to make a huge play for us. People's hitting him
And they make the
first.
stop at about the
bringing him
13.
down.
Wake Forest is a little confused. They use their 2nd
3rd and
timeout.
10 coming up. I'm going to take timeout. Let's go.
It's
Come
the
on.
11th play of the
This is
drive.
it here. This is the play right here. This is the play.
Looks to pass.
Fumble!
Fumble.
Oh!
They fall on it.
Yep, and this is why you need to know
We're
where
going
the
to take
ball
a
is at all
timeout
times.
here.
Demon Deacons on this using their 3rd.
Big play that looks like Alabama trying to set up for a screen, trying to get the ball to Harris. But we had it well covered. Kirkpatrick hesitating a bit. Great play there. Austin in the backfield, popping the ball out. Harris reading it right away though. Heisman Trophy winner coming back, diving on it. Alabama will retain possession. We
Fifth
take our
final
last timeout. It's 4th and 24. Alabama's going to have to bring up the field goal unit.
4th and long here after the sack.
Definitely within his range.
Alabama holds a 4-point lead.
Benson blocked it! He blocked it! Let's go! Benson blocking the field goal. Unbelievable play there. Alexander Benson taking 3 points away from the Crimson Tide. Flying through there, getting past the would-be blocker. The official rules that he touched the kick holder. They blew the whistle dead there, but also blocking the kick. Flying through there, making it a phenomenal play. What a moment here. Huge play there from Benson, blocking the field goal, taking 3 points away from Alabama. That's almost automatic from that range for him. What a huge play. We take over with 1:31 left. Still down by just 4 points. Let's go. Let's put something together here. Come on.
They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage.
No timeouts left for us this half. I'm gonna throw that setup, switch it out here. Come on. So hanging there tough, getting a block first down.
And he is drilled at the 45-yard line.
Excellent
Just another
work
weapon to this
there.
offense. He's got
Tiger
good
Garrison
hands,
hanging
he's
in
tough
tough,
to
getting
bring
it to
down. He
Childers.
showed right there that he can make
Getting a
something
nice
big happen.
block as well. Baxter out there, huge play, come on. Excellent start to this drive, 1st and 10, just 5 yards shy of midfield. Come on, let's go. Come
From
on,
their own
no timeouts
45-yard
left, let's
line.
go.
First down.
Garrison just getting
You know, when
into
you feel
that one.
pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there.
Pressure coming. Garrison trying to roll out by time, but he was gaining ground very quickly. Garrison just able to get the pass off.
Very fortunate. Next
Nice
time
play
we
to
should just
avoid
throw
the
it away out of
sack.
bounds.
Here we go.
Second down, 10
Second
yards
and
to
10.
go. Ball on their own 45.
Let's try to get him right in the middle. Come on. Hand off.
Up the middle.
Pennington finding some room.
Nice run, and he's
34
brought down.
coming up.
Pennington gets 6 yards on the play. They're about 4 yards
Come
away
on.
here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Big play. And
He's looking to pass.
Garrison's
He's
rolling
scrambled.
out. Got the first
Pushed
down.
out of
Out of bounds.
Around the 43-yard line.
He did a good job of recognizing that he's the best option for picking up the first.
Garrison. Excellent read, using his legs, picking up a new set of downs and getting out of bounds, stop the clock for us. Huge play there. Alright. They're tough, come on. We can do this.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Garrison flying out to Ross.
Fires out to his line.
Huge play.
He's at the 20.
Let's go. Yes.
He sort of rainbowed
Huge
that
gain
one
on
in the
that
air,
one.
which can be risky. You're giving the defender or multiple defenders time to get there. But that time, it worked out nicely.
Let's go. What a big play there, big pass. Ross making the cut, Garrison seeing a bit of room, hanging in there tough, takes a hit as he throws, but putting this one right on the money. Getting it to Scotty Ross, a huge gain inside the red zone now. 17-yard line is where we're at. Come
1st
on.
and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
No timeouts. Sweeney's in
Well,
a
after that injury,
QB.
we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. He might be playing a cat and mouse game
Come
here
on,
with the
time's
defense.
running out. Come on. Sweeney to Childress,
And
yes!
he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That's a gain of 15 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Tiger Garrison banged up on the big pass play hit as he
They're
threw.
crowding the line.
Zachary Sweeney coming in here. Making an excellent throw there. Yeah, I don't want to run it. Do not want to run it. Come on. Now, first and goal touchdown!
Complete touchdown. The quarterback went
Let's
to one of
go.
his favorite targets that time.
You bet, Brad. It's the big tight end who has
How
nice
about it?
hands.
Let's go. Oh my goodness, we've got the lead here. We have got the lead in the national championship. Zachary Sweeney coming in off the bench. Not played much this season. Coming in here making a huge play to get us down here. First and goal. Excellent pass out there, Joseph Childress. There we go. We've got the lead in the national championship here late in the first half. Do you believe it? Come on.
Trying to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point.
Trouble moment there.
And he hits the
Walker extra
PAT.
point is good.
So a
It is 10
6-play,
to 7 here.
56-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Good news of Tiger Garrison. He banged up his elbow, but he will be able to return. Bring him in the second half. Probably not going to get the ball here with 14 seconds left.
Walker is
Walker's got a really strong leg to try to get ourselves another touchback here.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one.
Yes, of course, very
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Taking me 14 seconds left. Let's see what Alabama's going to decide to do here.
They'll go to work. At
Just
the
shut him
25.
down here. Come on. Nothing crazy here. Let's make the play. Let's make the play here. Hand off,
And
making a
Matt gets the
strong
ball,
cut.
and he answers big time.
Jeez.
Down at the 42.
Jeez. Big
He got
play
the
by
ball, and he
Harris.
hit
Big
off like a
game.
shot.
This guy has
We have
a
no
big time
timeouts left. They have just one. They're saving it. We're going to go back and play some defense. Come on.
First down. Look at the throw.
Run. And brought down with just 2 seconds left. Just 1 yard on
Alabama's called their
completion.
final timeout.
So 1 play left here. Come on, take care of business here. Take care of business. Focus. Everyone do your job. Let's get to halftime. Come
Second
on.
down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 43. One more play now before we hit halftime, so they'll most likely throw one towards the end zone.
Big play to Harrison. Let's go. And just trying to get it to the Heisman Trophy winner. Hoping he can make some magic here before halftime.
1 half complete in our national championship. The score at the break is 10-7.
Let's
Demon
go.
Deacons.
They've got to be shocked around the nation at this first half. Still so much work to do here. We have a 3-point lead at halftime. The national championship game. Let's go. What a hard-fought, very gritty first half. Very physical game. Very intense out there on the field. Look at the first half stats. Alabama outgaining us 142 to 107. Made an 8-7 first down advantage. Third downs, we are 50%. They are 42%. They are 1 for 2 on fourth downs. They are just 50% when getting into the red zone. They missed on a long field goal. We made a long field goal. And it's just wide right. We blocked a field goal as well. So special teams playing a big factor in this one. And we're playing right with them. You see Alabama has just a slight edge in terms of most major categories. But we've got the lead on the scoreboard. That's all that matters. Alabama with a time of possession advantage as well. Zachary Sweeney, how about that from the redshirt junior quarterback coming in off the bench? He's got to be prepared every week. Just hasn't played much. Tiger Garrison has been our guy, but Zachary Sweeney coming in making 2 huge passes, one to get us to a first and goal situation, 15-yard pass, and one for the touchdown. Tiger Garrison, the redshirt senior, he is 6 of 9, 63 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice. Playing very good, tough football for us.
Abel Pennington, 6 runs, 9 yards, 1.5 average. Jasper Goolsby having more success, 4 attempts, 20 yards. There we go. Get Garrett Goolsby the ball more here. Joseph Childress, 3 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. A couple big catches at the end. Scotty Ross, 2 catches, 33 yards from him. Big catch there from Ross on that last drive as well. Pennington, Wood, and Morgan also with receptions. Defensively, Terry Harrison has led in tackling, 7 tackles, playing great. Jabari Lamb playing great as well. Richard Sr. Ricky Valentine playing a great game as well. Our defense playing extremely tough, holding Alabama to just 7 points in the first half. Great work from Landon Walker as well. 1 of 1 on extra points and 1 of 1 on field goals. A 56-yarder. What a kick from Landon Walker. And doing well on punts. Also, of course, that huge blocked field goal. A lot of guys stepping up, making big plays here. Bill Kirkpatrick of Alabama, 14 of 17, 134 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, sacked him twice. Danny Harris, the Heisman winner, just 33 yards on 10 attempts. Not much production out of him, just 3.3 average. Receiving wise, Arthur Dottie is leading Alabama with 6 catches, 61 yards. Jonathan White has 3 catches and a touchdown. Smith has 2 catches for the Crimson Tide. Defensively, Andrew Tate leading in tackles with 6, Joey Dukes with 5. It's been a defensive game, just 17 total points in the first half between us. Nate Moth, a very good kicker, 0 for 2 on field goal attempts. He missed the one very long one just wide right, then he had a field goal attempt blocked. So special teams is the difference in this one through the first half. Alabama got off to a really quick start. It looked like the Crimson Tide might just roll again, but we have shown we are here to fight. We belong here. We believe we can win this thing. We outscored them 10-0 in the second quarter. We had a 10-7 lead at halftime. So much work to do. 2 quarters left. Let's go. We're getting the ball here to start the second half. Come on.
Well, if you love defensive football, you have to really enjoy that first half. Time to start the second half in this low-scoring matchup. Let's take a minute to get an update from Mary Andrews.
Well, both coaches promised to show a little more of their playbook here in the second half, Brad. They noted that they missed some plays and they could do a better job overall, but told their guys to just stay focused and all the pieces will come together. Obviously, the fact that neither team turned the ball over made the coaches happy. Brad?
They'll be looking to get in the end zone for only the second time.
All right, let's go.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field.
Let's give it to Bulls. We are here.
Wake Forest is up by
First and
3.
10. Nothing there for us.
Those linebackers do a great job of stopping the run. They need to be careful to play action pass. You can easily get fooled and give up some big yards through the air.
Definitely want to keep them off balance as much as we can.
2nd and 11 coming up now. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Let's go out here. Get some blocking. Try to get something to come out.
Here's
But
the
Pennington, nice cut of
And they get
flag.
nice yardage on that run. This flag came from the umpire, and that means this is probably holding.
Then we called on Hayden Griffin. It was a nice pickup.
Holding penalties can really kill momentum. But sometimes if you don't hold, your quarterback can take a pretty good shot.
I don't know about that call there. Now that I look at it, not that Griffin is right here. This is where the hole is. It's well after the fact. Would have made it 3rd and manageable instead it is 2nd and very long.
2nd down and a ways to go because of the
Don't
penalty.
give up on this drive. We can still get something.
They'll run the option. Lateral.
We're reading that right. And just
Getting
hand
it
it
to
off.
Hard.
And
It's a
shit.
16-yard line.
Option's not really working out so well for us right now. 3rd and 19 coming up.
from their own 16-yard line. It's third down.
I hope we can break a long run here. Yeah, well, it's going to get us a little bit of yards, hopefully field position will be. We don't want to try just chucking deep one and taking a risky throw. I prefer a little more than that.
Wake Forest is up a field goal.
Not the way we wanted our opening drive, second half to go. Should get downfield. Good tackle there. Just work by Benson, making another big play.
Pretty good job by the return man there.
As much as we can. Still, it's going to be good field position here for Alabama.
They'll set up shop at the
41-yard line to take over. First and 10, Crimson Tide. Come on, D. Guys, shut them down. And a fumble! Fumble, people's got it!
A lot of guys in the defensive backfield are ball
Let's go!
and the safety showed it there by pouncing on the football.
Oh my gosh, do you believe it? Harrison continued his incredible game with a monster hit on the Heisman Trophy winner Harris of Alabama, jarring the ball free and people's diving on it. What a play! What an absolute huge play there. Harrison laying the lumber there, people's dying on it. Huge play there, let's go. Oh my goodness, let's go. We can do this. We can do this, we can do this.
They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. He's changing things up.
Harrison to Childress. Oh, he's gonna take a big hit and try to make a bit of a move to get away.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line.
He takes a
Picked up a
huge
yard
hit
of
too.
anything on that run.
You won't break or bend this one. He won't miss that tackle too often.
He is still on the turf at the end of this one. This has been a very hard-hitting, violent football game here. You can tell we both want this national championship very bad. There's a huge shot there. Great job hanging on to the ball, but hopefully he's all right. 3rd and 4, big play coming up. We are within field goal range, but we cannot be settling for field goals. We're going to take them
So it's
down.
third
We're
down
gonna
now, and they're going to need about
3rd and 4 here, big play.
Wake Forest holds a field goal lead. They're changing the play.
Quick passes. Harrison trying to get it.
To get it to his receiver.
This is a well-designed play by the offensive coordinator. Everything really seemed to be moving just fine, except for the quarterback.
We will need to do 4th and 4 coming up. We are going to, we're going to bring out Landon
They'll
Walker
call on the
here.
field goal unit here for this long field goal attempt.
Come on. Strike it again, strike it
It's
well.
up.
Got
It
it.
is a long field goal.
Landon Walker, big kick there. Come on. Jasper Gould, we definitely playing through pain in this one. He's not going to stay out of this game. Even when he's ready. Give him a breather in case we get the ball back right away. Excellent strike there from Landon Walker. Again, special teams being the difference in this one. We are 2 for 2 on field goal attempts. Alabama is 0 for 2.
Walker looks ready to kick this one off.
Also, turnovers, huge play there for our defense, setting it up.
And this is just a booming kick.
Walker, another big kick here.
And
Harris
it goes
takes
into
him
the
in
end
the
zone,
end
down
zone.
for a touchback.
Here comes Alabama trailing by 6 here. Alabama looking to win their
They'll go
5th
to
straight
work at the
national
25-yard line.
championship. They have not really been tested this season. Looks like it's changing today. Harrison is strong on there in the first round. Come on. We cannot lose this sort of focus even for a moment.
Strong run there, though. Good blocking, good
From their
burst.
own 35-yard line.
Alabama won that play
It's first
first and
down.
10. And Harrison.
First down.
Patrick looking for a
back-to-back.
run. He's gonna get about 1 yard.
Kirkpatrick picks up a yard on the scramble.
Patrick, big dude, barreling forward just for about 1 yard.
From their own 36-yard line. Second down.
Harrison got
Stop
him.
at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
The defense was able to get really good penetration and dropped in short of the line of scrimmage.
Bears not having the kind of game he was used to at all. Stopping the backfield again here. Third down coming up for Alabama. We're going to need 11 yards to move the chains. Come on, defense. Let's go.
It's
These are
third and
the
11.
biggest plays
Ball
in
on
the
their
game.
own
These are the
34.
plays we absolutely need to have. Come on. Let's make it happen here.
Looks to pass. Throws this
Throw
one
it
out
out.
wide.
Harrison on the coverage now.
Almost picked off. Smith was the intended
Let's
target.
go.
And that'll
We
make
are
it
so
fourth
pumped
down.
up.
Great hold by the
On the
defense.
field
They
and
were
on the
six-
sideline, we are fired up. Alabama doesn't seem to know what hit them right now. Third down, Patrick throwing out to the sideline, but Harrison making so many big plays, so many big tackles, making a big play there defensively right in front of our sideline. We are fired up.
the
Let's
pass
go.
play, and they defended it very well.
Come on. Bama gonna have to punt it away here.
Moss is waiting for the snap.
Sam on this well. Let's go.
He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. And he muffed it.
Pennington not catching that smoothly.
It can mess with your head.
Luckily, plenty of room there. Just falling forward on it. And alright, so no return there. Can't make those kind of mistakes though. Fortunately, we had really good blocking here, good protection on this one. And diving on the football. We're going to take over first and 10 from the 19-yard line.
They'll start this drive at the 19. Wait for it. Up 6.
Harrison rolling out, gets a block, loses the ball.
So it's the cornerback that comes up with a fumble, and this ball will change hands.
Fumbles will absolutely drown an offense. It's hard to get into a rhythm when you make mistakes like that.
Tiger Garrison trying to tuck it under in the end, but he's able to punch the football out. Oh man. Huge play there from Alabama's defense. Garrison trying to roll out. Tuck it under, trying to get this block, looked like he tried to get this block set up from Baxter. Baxter just didn't see it. And ends up taking the hit, ball coming out. Alabama just falling on it right away. Big play there for the Crimson Tide defense. They're going to take over with excellent
This
field
deficit
position. Our
can be
defense
easily
really needing
overcome,
to step
sure.
up huge
But they
here.
have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense.
Man's breaking up the pass. Harrison making a play again. They're getting a lot of pressure. Forcing that incompletion. We're up on first down. Here comes second and 10.
It's second and 10. Ball on the 26. He's looking to pass.
Catch made. Harrison on the tackle.
Great tackle on the 22-yard line.
I think he could have taken a risk down the field, but he played it safe instead, and that's one of the keys to winning ball games.
Third and 6 coming up.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 15.
Come on, defense, let's go. Let's go, take care of business here, come on.
He launches one.
Going
for the
deep.
end zone.
People's well played. Oh. Julius Peoples. The huge play, maybe even the play of the game right now. I don't think that
It's an overstatement. That was a touchdown for Alabama that Peoples just took away. What a moment there. Phenomenal play by Julius Peoples. Patrick looking for the end zone. He's got a man. Your taller man has it. People ripping it out. What a moment there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Alabama's going to bring up the field goal unit.
So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points.
Block this son of a again. Nah.
The kick
That
is
one
up.
right down the middle. Plenty of room to spare. So, takeaways via fumble, leading to field goals here for both teams in the third quarter. It is now 13-10.
They line up to
Wake
kick this one away.
Forest in the national
It's a
championship.
booming kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
The last time the offense had it, they lost a fumble. I'm pretty sure the coaching staff was over there talking about ball security.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover.
Garrison's being brought down. What's in the pressure too much? Nothing open immediately.
I think the offensive line missed a block there.
Somebody did it. It was like a jailbreak up front, and the linebacker will get the credit for the
He's not
sack.
even able to move out to where he can get the ball away. Take a sack. Rough start there. It's this drive. 2nd and 17 now.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go
Wake
play
Forest
action.
has a 3-point lead.
Garrison to Dorsey. He makes the catch.
Down around the 30-yard line.
Threading a needle. Absolutely threading the needle. They're just getting it to Dorsey, just past the outreached hand of the defender. Big time pass there. Right on the money to Dorsey. So very close. Having that one swatted away. But big gains, going to make this much more manageable here. 3rd and 5 coming up. Can we move the chains? Here it is, come on.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3rd and 5. Garrison to Baxter. First
Coming
down.
down at about the 39-yard line.
When they broke the huddle, I'm
Garrison
sure
wants
everybody
to
knew
hang
the
in
ball
there
was going to go to this
very tough,
receiver. And he
taking a
still
hit
brought
as
it in to
he
give
threw,
his team a big lift.
getting the ball right where it needed to be. Francis Baxter making the catch. Big time first down, moving the chains. Huge clutch play there. Picking it up for us. Let's go.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 39.
Let's try to bash from the ground here. Come on. We got up.
Tackling for a loss.
So the defensive line got such a good push up front, but there was no one on the offense to account for the linebacker. He got through almost untouched.
2nd down and 12. Ball on the 37-yard line. Wake Forest is up by 3. Garrison running the option. Tackle made at the 35.
Good job by the defense to overpower the offensive line and drop it back for a loss.
Option play just falling apart there. No chance on that one. Here
3rd down
comes
again.
3rd and 14. Gonna need a whole lot here to move the chains.
Now he tries to buy some time.
Garrison looking to run.
And he's taken down right around the
the end of it. Harrison just trying to tuck it out here, doing everything he can, try to get the first down. So he's banged up there, taking a big hit on our sideline. This is going to be 4th and 3. We're going to punt it away. Hopefully, that can put us in a position where we can pin them deep.
Harris is back to receive.
Walker angling it toward the right sideline, and what a beautiful.
He was able to deaden that kick perfectly. It gives them a long field to work with.
Let's go. Out of the 10-yard line. One of the great special teams plays here that we made this game. Beautiful kick there from Landon Walker, our kicker and punter. Excellent work kicking the ball.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual
Garrison's
here.
banged up.
They
He's
need
not
to feel
going
any
out of this
anxiety
game.
about trailing.
You come back in. Alabama takes over at the 10-yard line, 1st and 10. Shot with 3. Harrison's going to bring down after a 3-yard gain, and that will take us to the 4th quarter. We have a 3-point lead. We are 1 quarter away from a national championship.
Our national championship game is 1 quarter away from naming the #1 team in the country. Our score, 13-10, Wake Forest. They line up at the 13. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, defense. Keep playing your hearts out. Let's go. Keep playing your hearts out. One more quarter. One more quarter. Harrison over again making the tackle.
Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more
Harrison
patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he
3rd
throws.
down here. Can we get a huge stop here in the 4th quarter? Come on. Come on. I'm trying to get in there. Nance breaks it up.
Intercepted there.
Yes. Yes. Oh. Tremendous play all around, making Kirkpatrick very uncomfortable in the pocket, and then Nance breaking up the pass along the sideline. Phenomenal play. People watching this across the country have got to be stunned. We can do this. Remember Valentine doing everything he can do to get pressure. Fitzpatrick there, pressure 2, excellent work. Along this sideline, tremendous play, Nate. And 4th down, Alabama gonna have to punt it away. Pennington back to receive, catches ball
Pennington is the deep
clean.
man awaiting the return.
Hooks up, set up a
And this
return.
one is a beauty.
Pennington brought down around 45. Got some good field
Not great,
position
but
here.
not bad either. As long as your main priorities are not turning the ball over and establishing solid field position, then you're headed in the right direction.
Let's shock them. Come on, let's shock these guys.
This is a pretty crucial series right here, with things being so tight. Your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. Wake Forest is up a field goal.
They're coming. Quick pass to Dorsey.
He's got it out to his tight end.
1st down.
Very good tackle in space. And a nice pickup
Excellent start
there.
to this
I'll tell you what, the
crucial
defense
drive
gambled
here
in
in
here,
the 4th
came with the
quarter.
blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
From the 45-yard line. 1st down.
Let's just pass it here. Garrison to Morgan. Morgan, a very strong finish to that. Nice pickup. 2nd and 4 coming up. Catching Alabama off guard a bit here with those couple of throws, it seems. Now let's try to catch him off guard with
So it's 2nd down now.
run.
They need
We'll
about
sub him
4
line
yards
up,
to pick
2nd
up the
and
first.
4. She'll take this one to the outside. Come on, blockers, let's go. Ooh, he tries to cut it inside and it works. 1st down.
Nice game. They'll get a first down there on the play with the one from the tailback.
He knew where he had to go to get the first.
Phenomenal work there, avoiding a third down situation for us. Just making his little cut inside, getting just enough to move the chains.
Down, and he got there. Nice run.
Oh my gosh, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. We've
First
got
and
to
10.
play
Ball on the
flawless
35.
down the stretch here. First and 10 to
They
Pennington.
give to the tailback. Gets to about the
Decent
34-yard
block
line.
into the
And he
blocker,
gets a
not
yard
able
on
to
the
get
run.
past
And
it.
it's difficult to run on this
Just a
defense
yard
when they put
there.
this kid up in the box.
A field goal would force Alabama to get a
34-yard line.
touchdown, but the touchdown
Second
would
down.
beat us with an extra point. A touchdown makes it a two-possession game. That'd be so massive. Try to go to Pennington
Here's the
again here, and there's a strong run.
Tackled
Third
around the
and two coming up.
26-yard line.
Let's go. Possibly 4-down territory for us right here. We will see if it's 4th and short. I don't know. Let's just pick up the first down here. Come on. Tension building big time here. You can
So it's
feel
third
the
down, and they've got about 2
stadium.
yards to go. Wake Forest
Give it
holds
to
the field
Goolsby.
goal lead.
Let's go right to Mona. Come on. 3rd and 2. He's gonna be short. 4th and 1.
And they just stopped that one.
Yeah, this is a great play here by the defense.
So here-
Bring him down before he
So that
can
is
get
the
to the
situation. We want a touchdown, and we're going to get it this drive. If we can't pick up the first down, then they would be down by 3. It might make them less likely to
It's
get a
fourth
game.
down. It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. They're trying to stop the run
We're
here
just
with
going
a
to
goal
try to
line
run it.
defense.
Come on. Goolsby's got room to the outside. He may take it. He does. Touchdown.
Wow. When you see that end zone,
Oh.
it can elevate your running to another level. Awesome play.
Oh my god. There's no flags on the play. That is a touchdown, Dean and Deacons. Oh my god, we extend our lead to 2 possessions here in the 4th quarter. We're 4th and 1. Being very aggressive, being very gutsy, going for it here. And we just got it set up perfectly. To the right side, Goolsby has the blocking, reads the blocking, has the room, and gets in for a massive touchdown. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We can do this 25-yard touchdown run for Jasper Goolsby.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 6-play, 46-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Oh my. Oh my. This place has got to be shocking. I want to take another look at this. This could potentially go down as the biggest play in Wake Forest football history. If we're able to hold on and win this game on 4th down. Everyone doing their job to perfection. Let's go. Come on. Extra point is good. It is a 10-point lead here. Still over
And it looks like
half
they're ready
of
for
the
kickoff.
4th quarter to play. Still there's plenty of time for Alabama. Still
He
plenty
puts
of
it
work
deep
to do
downfield.
here. That is such a massive game for us.
And
Such
it
a
goes into
massive
the end
drive.
zone, down for a touchback.
Okay, here we go now. Come on, defense. Everything you got here. Let's go.
They'll go to work
Come on.
at the 25-yard line.
Alabama's gonna come at us with everything they got here. Let's do this.
He drops back.
Gordon is
Taken
huge.
down.
Let's go. Do you believe we are being more physical than Alabama? A huge hit on the Heisman Trophy winner once again. Gordon laying the lumber this time. We are fired
From their
up.
own 28-yard line.
Danny Harris,
Second down.
3 yards and a huge blast on him. 2nd and 7 now. One in motion. Gonna look to run it.
Little handoff.
Harris breaks the tackle. Nance can't bring him down. He may go. Harrison able to bring him out of bounds.
2-yard line.
Harris, the first real big play from the Heisman Trophy winner. He was looking to take that to the house. He nearly did. Harrison able to just force him to step out of bounds. That was not by much. Nearly a touchdown there for the Crimson Tide. Win the battle up front, breaking the tackles. Look how barely we were able to get him out of bounds. Harrison, just that much out of bounds. Whistle blowing, or else Harris was taking that for the TD. Another huge play there from Harrison on our defense.
So it's
A
first
big
and
game
10
there
after
for the
the big
Crimson
run.
Tide. We are midway through the fourth quarter. They are driving. Come on, defense. Williams in motion.
Kirkpatrick to throw.
Patrick makes a catch, brought down right away. 2nd and 8 coming up now. They look defensively, making the tackle immediately.
It's 2nd
2nd
down,
and
8 to
9
go.
now.
Ball on the 30-yard line. Just under 3 to go in regulation.
Patrick looking to throw.
Back to pass.
Harrison making a strong tackle, 30 inches coming up.
So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
Come on.
So it's 3rd down, and they're just inches away from picking up the first down.
Show now.
The lineman got a little
Movement up
snap count.
front.
Here's the call.
Possibly a huge
It'll be 3rd
penalty
down
there.
again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more
False
yards to
start
pick up
called
the
on
first down.
Alabama. It was 3rd and 8, so it's going to back them up to 3rd and 5.
So the penalty makes it 3rd
Characteristic
and 5.
mistake of this Crimson Tide team. Maybe a bit rattled here. They're in unfamiliar territory. Never been tested really this season. Been dominating games. They've got their backs up against the wall here. 3rd and 5. Gordon not able to make the play.
At the 13. They just couldn't hit it.
Gordon was in the area, just able to slip a pass.
Extra guys who
Give it to Dottie. Big play there for the Crimson Tide. Moving the chains. Oh, just getting it past LeBron Gordon there.
rush the quarterback.
Alabama
The
hurrying
offense will
up
have favorable
now.
matchups to get the ball down
1st
field.
and 10. Patrick looking to throw.
Looks to pass. He steps up.
Trying to run now, brought down. Strong hit. Julian Harris bringing him
A
down.
defensive end with this kind of speed is an offensive worst nightmare. He's got the ability
Patrick looking to
collapse
tuck
the
it under
pocket
a
on
run.
any given pass play. But
Not
the play
gonna let
caller,
that
you
happen.
constantly have to be aware of it.
Harris
Whether you're
making
going
a
to roll
play.
away from him or you're going to chip with a tight end or a running back, you're
2nd
constantly
and
concerned and
11
aware
now.
of big, strong defensive ends.
Just under 2 to go in the game.
Patrick looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man open to the sideline. Walker makes the catch.
Touchdown. What a time for that touchdown. And now they've still got a chance in this game.
They had it set up beautifully, made a beautiful pass. Nice route, nice throw, nice catch. Left foot, got down, something looked like it. Big touchdown there for the Crimson Tide. Yep, just getting that foot in there. Catch. Man, very nice pass from Kirkpatrick. Putting it right on the money. Big touchdown there for Alabama. Still absolutely
Here's the point
anyone's
after to
ball
try to
game
cut
right
this to a
here.
3-point game.
Extra point to make it a 3-point game. I do expect an onside kick from Alabama. It is a bit scary for Deacons fans. We've had some struggles earlier in the season with our hands team, particularly against the game against TCU. That was a while ago. Hands team's done a ton of work, and this is
biggest moment of their lives right now. Hanson coming out here. Alabama does have all 3 timeouts. Not guaranteed they will onside kick it right now, but that's how we will prepare. Come on. Come on, please. Here it is. Onside kick. Please, 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 please. It's loose! Oh my God!
The special teams did their job. Now it's up
Oh
to the
my
offense.
God,
If they don't
no.
capitalize here, I doubt they'll get another chance.
Oh my God, no. We had so many chances at it. Alabama recovers the onside kick. It was not a very good looking onside kick, kicking it deep. Have to make contact was initially ball being just no one able to come up with it. An absolute nightmare of a moment there, but Alabama has recovered the onside kick. They're going wild on the sideline. We are stunned on our sideline. Crimson Tide trailing by just 3, all 3 timeouts, plenty of time left to take the ball over past midfield. An incredible turn of events. Alabama looking for their 5th straight national title.
Less than 2 minutes.
Touchdown here could do it for them. Defense has got to step up and win us this thing here. Patrick looking to throw. Now open his Harris. Wide open.
The 35-yard line. You obviously have to worry about him as a ball carrier, but it showed here that you have to be concerned about him as a receiver as well. He's got good hands, and you know he's good in the open field.
Bama 35 yards away from taking the lead here. Patrick looking to throw. Dukes all over. Shannon Dukes, our defensive team captain, reading the screenplay, making a phenomenal play, bringing down Harris in the backfield. It's a loss on the play. 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14 coming up. Getting late here. Tension, this getting so tense down here. This is it here, come on.
Look at the throw.
Benson bringing him down, nice tackle. Alabama will take the timeout, 3rd and 9. Good tackle by Benson, bringing him down right away. Massive play coming up right here. Absolutely a massive play right here.
3rd and long here with a vital drive in the 4th quarter. They need a conversion. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Sack!
Sacked on the play.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard.
That is a
I think that
huge
could
play
really
there defensively. Alabama breaking down. They're on 3rd down. Look at, they're trying to set up a screen, but we had it completely shut down. Kirkpatrick moving to the right. Pressure coming, closing on him. He has nothing he can do there. A huge clutch play by our defense. It is 4th and 15 from the 40-yard line. This will be a 57-yard field goal, but that is what they're going to try here. Alabama needs this to have a chance. If they miss it, we're going to win the national championship. Our kicker has a great leg. He can definitely reach it from this distance, but it is a long kick. We've blocked a kick earlier in this game.
Well, the kicker is on.
This is it
If
here.
this goes, we've got a tie ball game. If not, this one's in the books.
Come
We have
on.
less than a
Miss,
minute
miss,
to
miss,
go.
miss, miss. It's going wide! It's wide!
And he missed it left.
It's wide left!
just a devastating miss.
It is wide
They played
left!
hard and played tough, but in the end,
Oh my
it just
God!
wasn't enough.
We're gonna win! Do you believe it? We are going to win the national championship. The kick is wide left. Wide left. He had the distance, but it is wide. Oh my God. A huge play before the backing him up, getting the sack, making this a long kick. The kicker has the ability, but pushing it wide when Alabama needed it to. They are shocked on the Alabama sideline. We are going nuts on the Demon Deacons sideline. We are going to win this. Oh my God. We are just a few kneel downs away from doing so. Alabama has just one timeout left. They cannot stop the clock enough. We can
They'll
take
take
care
over
of
at the
business
40-yard
here and
line.
get these kneel downs. We've got it. Tiger Harrison, the redshirt
Nothing more
senior,
demoralizing for a defense
leading
than seeing the opposing
absolute
quarterback
most
take a knee.
Cinderella
Alabama's called their
season
final
of all
timeout.
time.
So it's 2nd and 12.
They are
Ball on their own
stunned
38.
around the nation. One of the biggest upsets in college football
Elephant
history.
lining up
One
in
of
the
the
victory
biggest upsets
formation, and
in
he takes the knee.
sports history even. Alabama, massive favorites to win their 5th straight national
It's
championship.
3rd down, 14
Wake
to go.
Forest
Ball on the 36.
pulls it off. One more kneel down, do it. Take care of business. We did it.
Quarterback takes the knee,
There
and
it
that's
is.
always a good sign if you're a fan of this team.
Oh my god. We're gonna win. There it is. There it is. 2-1 national champions. Oh my god.
Wake Forest is the national champion.
The Demon Deacons, 20. Alabama, 17.
As we wrap this game up, Kirk, what final thoughts do you want to share?
Wake Forest made the journey and finished it off with the national championship. It really couldn't have happened to a better bunch of kids in a classier school than this. They've battled all year. Whenever it got tough, they came together and came out on top. And now they're on top of the polls, the world, everything. Congratulations to our national champions.
And for winning today's player of the game, EA Sports will make a $10,000 donation in his name to the school's general scholarship fund. For Wake Forest, they rack up their 13th win of the year. For EA Sports, Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Unbelievable. Already calling it the biggest upset in national championship history, one of the biggest upsets in all of college football and all of sports. The absolute Cinderella season ends with the dream ending. We have defeated the Alabama Crimson Tide, the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide. We have ended their reign of 4 straight national championships, defeating them. Unbelievable. 20-17 is the final. We become the first team since 1990, when Georgia Tech did it, to win the national championship after beginning the season unranked. We are the first team, the first non-SEC team to win the national championship since the 2005 season when the Texas Longhorns did it. Wake Forest football wins their first ever national title. Unbelievable. Here's a look at the final stats in this one. Defense is playing very tough, a very physical, gritty game. Alabama outgained us 247-198. They out first downed us 12-10. We were both 33% on 3rd down, both 4 for 12. We were 1 for 1 on 4th. They were 1 for 2 on 4th. Our 4th down play, absolutely huge play, absolutely incredible. 1 turnover each. We both lost a fumble, was later turned into a field goal. Special teams made a huge difference in this one. Big special teams plays for us. Slight time possession advantage for us. Cannot say enough about this effort we put together. We knew we needed to put together a perfect effort, and we nearly did. You know, we played an absolute A++ game. No one's even tested Alabama this season, and we have defeated them in the national championship. They had just won 4 in a row, and we ended that here. Zachary Sweeney, incredible plays from him. Came in, 2 completions, 15 yards, and then a 2-yard touchdown pass. Huge work out of him. So the work, Tiger Garrison, his last ever game in the Demon Deacon uniform.
11 of 15, 106 yards, no touchdowns, no INTs, sacked 3 times, but a very gritty performance. Did what we needed him to. Jasper Goolsby, 10 carries, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Tiger Garrison just ended up 1 yard after 10 carries. Bill Pennington just 23 yards on 9 carries. Defense is playing very well in this one. Wood carry as well. Joseph Childress, the senior, with 4 catches and a touchdown. Morgan, Ross, and Dorsey with 2 catches. Baxter, the senior, with a catch. Wood with a catch, and Pennington with a catch as well. Defensively, an incredible game out of Terry Harrison. He just played the game of his life in this one. 15 tackles from him. Troy Langbusher, senior, had 8. Great game out of Ricky Valentine. Freshman, he had 5. Great game out of Alexander Benson. Had that blocked field goal as well. He had 4 tackles. Shannon Dukes, huge game out of our defensive team. Cashman, redshirt senior. Everyone in this defense should be very proud of what we did. Peoples, a huge play in the end zone, breaking up that pass. So many guys making huge plays in this one. Landon Walker as well, 2 for 2 with fields, a 56-yarder, 2 for 2 in extra points. Also punted very well, pinned Alabama deep, again, 4 punts from him. Phenomenal work all around. Everyone had the game of their life. No one was backing down in this situation. No one was scared of Alabama. We put it all together. Bill Kirkpatrick of Alabama was 24 of 31, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs, sacked 4 times. We were getting pressure on him. Danny Harris, Heisman Trophy winner, not one of his best games at all. 15 attempts, 83 yards, no touchdowns. He lost a fumble as well. Bill Kirkpatrick, minus 23 yards total with the sacks and also the fumble. Arthur Doughty had 8 receptions for Alabama, leading the Crimson Tide receivers. Harris had 5 catches. Jonathan Williams had the senior with a touchdown and 4 catches. Ricky Walker also had a touchdown reception for Alabama. Pancake blocks. Andrew Tate having a big game defensively for the Crimson Tide with 12 tackles. Underwood having a big game as well. Dukes. Alabama's defense very tough for sure. We knew that going in. Nate Moss is a very great kicker. He has a huge leg, just wide right on one of his kicks, just wide left on another one of the kicks, and he had a kick blocked. That is potentially 9 points left on the board for Alabama. I'm sure Nate Moss, that's going to haunt him, unfortunately for him, but huge plays from us getting the block and then just sailing wide a couple of times from him. 3 punts as well. We all put it together. What a performance. Do you believe it? Wake Forest is the national champions. Alabama came out strong, looking like they might just roll Tide through this thing. Came out scoring a quick touchdown. We stepped up, battled back, ended up scoring the next 13 points. And we stayed ahead of Alabama. We pulled in really close. They got the onside kick. Our defense needed to make a huge stand. Forced them to a long field goal attempt, and they were not able to connect on it. An instant classic in the national championship. One of the best national championships of all time, for sure. One of the most entertaining, hotly contested national championships of all time. And we have won the Cinderella season. Wake Forest is national champions for the first time in program history. Beyond our wildest dreams, what an incredible accomplishment. So proud of everyone here. Unbelievable. Absolute dream come true. Beyond our wildest dreams. Does that make sense? We have done it. National champions. Let's go, Deeks.